Okay, and then after this wonderful image, let me go directly to the startups of TGrowth Accelerator. 30 minutes, 5 minutes for each one to introduce every one of their startup, their business model, what they are doing, and also what they are expecting from the market and also from the investors. Strategic Beam, Bitum, AltaGuardia, Ninjamoba, Jibu, Cosmo Engineering, and Agricolus with us digitally. And let me invite you to be, and the first is open. Please go ahead for the pitches.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Claudia Stanno, business developer and digital product manager at Strategic Beam. So we are an innovative startup. We create a digital twin of existing buildings in order to reduce real estate management costs. The startup is composed by under 55 and was founded in January 2020, but we have already several clients in our portfolio. So what's the problem we aim to solve? The current situation of the traditional building management costs is that many data are constantly managed by the building owner, and updating the data is a really cost-effective and time-consuming task. Moreover, several times the property owners doesn't know how to use BIM files in order to manage their buildings, and communication between stakeholders is too slow and complex. So to overcome this kind of problem, we have created a web-based platform that we offer in SaaS, so as a software as a service. And the competitive advantage you can get from it is that you can have all the data stored in a single environment, so in a single digital twin of an existing building, and the data is constantly updated in the platform. So buildings are reliable, and managers can control costs and carry out buildings management efficiently. The system is also open and easy to use from everywhere, and that leads to a monitoring of the efficiency of the buildings as well as of all the assets inside. So as I said before, the platform is BIM-based, so it's not necessary a BIM viewer integration. Data are reliable, and this is due to the updates and the system notification. The platform is easy to use fastly. In fact, a pilot project can be delivered in 2 or 3 weeks. And we can also provide a custom platform for resellers. So our business models combines the realization of the digital twin, starting from a virtual 3D tour, and we create digital twin and we upload it in our platform, where users can visualize the building and manage it through the platform models. It includes our comment management, asset management, facility management, and other future modules defined in our technological roadmap. So the current BIM platform in the market are focused on the construction and design phases. Instead, our platform Strategic Twin switch from the concept of BIM to twin. And that means that a digital twin can be used by the owner for their management activities. So our team, it is composed by 7 members, all under 35 years old, and it includes the CEO, CFO, COO, CTO, the head of marketing, the map coordinator, and me as a business developer and digital product manager. So in which market are we in? We are in the digital twin market that will reach about $35 billion in 2025, exactly when BIM it will be mandatory. Based on this, we can say that we closed 2020 in revenues, and consequently, we expect an increasing trend in the following years. So the main channels through which we acquire customers are 3. So direct sales, partners, and third parties. And in particular, the latter 2 are respectively facility or property managers and software companies, which both resell our platform, and this is why we provide them the platform with a discounted price. And thanks to this channel, we have already several clients in our portfolio, as I said before. For example, real estate owners like Lavazza, Amazon, and Lidl, but also we work in the field of property management with Vitum property, for example, but also in the facility management field with the company Fervo SRL. An example, we've created the digital twin of Lavazza's headquarters, Nuvola, that is based in Turin, and this is a LEED Platinum building. And currently, Lavazza is using our platform to manage it. Another example is the company Vitum that will ask for a service for its LEED Gold shopping mall based in Rome. And as we like to conclude, our slogan is shaping a digital future. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Very, very interesting. I love this idea from being to twin. This is a very good claim. And congratulations for your initiative, and arrivederci. We are in touch. Okay, good. Let's go to the next pitch.
Okay, good morning everyone and welcome. Thank you for being here today. I'm Sergi Terrengs, CEO and founder of Bitum. Today I want to present you our software as a service that automatizes the operations of pallet producers. Through so much research and interviews with companies of the sector, we have identified three huge problems they face on their day-to-day operations. First of all, the absence of a unitary control of pallets. Companies have no way to uniquely identify pallets. Our response to that, we created a unique identification system for pallets. With this, companies can know with just one click how many pallets do they have, of which type, sizes, characteristics, or simply where they are. A task that nowadays is being done manually on a daily or weekly basis, a process that takes so much time. The second problem we have identified is the absence of usage of big data. Pallets are used on most of the value chain, and there's a lot of data not being gathered today. So with our system, we're collecting this data so we can process it and provide valuable metrics, such as, for example, forecasting seasonalities or predict shortages in raw material, so that our clients can take action prior to this happens. The third problem that we have identified is the absence of digitalization. This is an industry with low or non-existent digitalization. Basically, our platform allows to easily digitalize all the documentation, upload it in our platform, and link it to a single or multiple pallets. So this way, our clients can automatically share the documents among their own clients or partners. And this documentation can be accessed from anywhere at any time. So you might be asking, how do you do all this? Aren't there huge upfront costs? Is it possible? Well, there are no huge upfront costs, and is it possible? We do it by using RFID sensors combined with QR codes. All what the companies have to do is stack the sensors into the pallets, and then the operator can start scanning the sensors or do it even automatically with readers. All this data is scanned and stored and is processed on the system that later on provides all the functionalities and metrics to our clients. So why companies choose us? Well, first, because we provide an easy implementation. As I said, all you need is the sensor that can be read automatically or manually, and you are done. You just need a reader. Also, they choose us because of our flexible solution. We can adapt to any object. It can be pallets, packages, containers, and the list goes on. And finally, also, because we offer a complete service, all what our clients need in a single platform, the documents, the dashboard with the metrics, everything, absolutely everything. We're entering a market forecasted to reach the 88.6 billion with B of dollars for 2026. And we're already in contact with some of the largest companies in the sector. This is Bitum, the platform that automatizes the operations of pallet producers. If you want more information, you can visit us at bitum.io. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very, very interesting solution, because the challenge of this digital transformation is not only to create new digital companies, also it's to transform the traditional companies with using the high tech as you are proposing with this solution with pallet. Congratulations. Let's go to the next presentation. Next pitch, please. Are you ready? Good, go ahead.
Okay, Good morning. My name is John Correa. I'm the co-founder of AltaGuardia. AltaGuardia is the future in security in your place, in your home. AltaGuardia is the first security alarm company that can provide for you a security system only for the period of time that you need, since a couple of weeks or a couple of months because you have a travel or you are selling, renting or remodeling your place, your second residence. But we also can offer a security system for your undetermined time, for example, because you need a security system in your place permanently. So we adapt our technology and our service for the time you need, since a couple of months or undetermined time. In addition, our security system are creating new information and new databases in your behavior and in the use of the technology to provide you more information and valuable service for you. Not only focused in security, also focused in safety. And our system are generating and producing the capacity and the capability to provide you information against, for example, you have a domestic accident like fire or a gas leak in your place. So yeah, the market is huge, and the traditional offer in the market is more or less the same that the big companies offer. So we are creating a new service with new technology to provide for the final user and also for companies, new solution and innovative alternatives in the market. So that's AltaGuardia, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very interesting, because sometimes innovation is not just technology; it's a business model, and what you are doing is changing the business model of the insurance, at the end of the day, alarms, security alarms, in order to introduce in a pay-per-use. Very, very interesting. Congratulations for your initiative. Let's go ahead for the next presentation, next speech, please. Hello. The floor is yours.
Good morning. Hello. Thanks. My name is Oksana Grinevich. I'm a project manager at Agricolus, and I would like to present you today what we are doing here in our company. Agricolus is an innovative startup based in Perugia, just in the center of Italy, which is the green heart of Italy, because the agri sector is quite well developed here. And we know from the first hand with which troubles and risks can face farmers in their daily work, such as climate change, pests, infections, broken value chain. For this purpose, several years ago was born Agricolus, which is providing with cloud applications ecosystem for different purposes, such as disease awareness and forecasts, crop monitoring, farm management, end-to-end traceability system, and decision support system. We are, since 2017, we are working very hardly to provide the innovative smart farming tools on the market to facilitate the farmers' work. Our platform is covering more than 130 crops. In our work, we are using the innovative technology.
It seems that it's frozen. It's frozen. Let's see if we come back, or we go to the next, and we will provide to Agricolus the next. Yeah, go for the next.
Hi, it was.
You are again? Okay,
like
good.
The again. Yes,
okay,
the interruption.
Go ahead. Good,
Sorry.
Good.
So in our work, we are using a lot of innovative technologies which are helping us to provide the specific smart farming tools. Also, we have 5 dedicated verticals for such crops as grape, olives, corn, grain, and we also have the specific solution for bigger processors and cooperatives, which is called AgriTruck.
Very interesting. It seems that we have some connections, but the idea was clear. You are developing a smart farming solution. Let me tell you that we have also in Catalonia and Spain needs for these solutions, and really with your cloud solution that is connecting for precision in farming, you have a lot of customers here, not only in Italy, also in Spain. Do you want the last
Yes.
words? Because we are on time.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, we have more than 4,500 customers all around Europe, and we are now present for 67 countries, and our platform is translated on 7 languages, also in Spanish. That's why we are very glad to be here. We strongly believe that the synergy between R&D, providing new tools, and dissemination activities in our sector on digitalization of the agri-sector can contribute to common, resilient, sustainable future. That's why we are working.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for this contribution, also for the sustainability, and also using La Sal Tecnova as a landing platform for connecting with the in this case from Spain market, but also how your product that was growing and developed in Italy, you can scale, and you could be the next scale up, or why not the next unicorn in smart farming. Congratulations. Let's go for the
aim. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye. Let's go for the next presentation, next pitch.
Hi, I'm Brian Ogden.
Hello. Okay, good.
Good. I guess I'm on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We traveled here from Malta. We're working here in Barcelona on some clinical trials of our social intelligence system. We've been working on this for about 2 years in terms of development. It's a deep tech solution for natural language processing and natural language understanding integrated with IoT, specifically for health. So we're a social health startup. We're focused on impact. The problem in health right now is that nurses and doctors face extended problems with COVID, and that keeps them away from other care. So there's not a lot of emotional support for patients and families and caregivers. There's some misuse of emergency services because people are so concerned about COVID. And there's unnecessary costs of medical tests and an increase in demand for medical services. So our solution for this is a social intelligence assistant that's integrated with IoT in the homes of the patients. We think that a natural language understanding bot, or an NLP bot, can privately deployed, locally deployed, can solve a lot of the problems that big box NLP provides. If you talk to Siri for any length of time, or really Alexa or any other major market bot, what you have is a funnel to their sales process. And here we want to take back the opportunity to speak to our computers with privacy and safety, and really under the supervision of a doctor in the case of medical deployment. We've got 3 income streams for this deal. One is directly to patients and use and administered by doctors. A second income stream is that the platform that we have developed is a low-code, no-code platform that is kind of plug and play with IoT. So we can create a maker economy and a marketplace for folks to develop their own applications that we would curate. So with medical supervision and psychological supervision, we can take in new applications that are easily built and split the profits with a maker economy. And the third place where we see an opportunity is to aggregate the outcome of clinical trials with our users. And we think that there's a sponsorship in pharma. We won a large hackathon in the EU here what it was called Data for Recovery, which Roche sponsored. And we've been in talks with them and mentoring with them about how we could approach pharma and how they might be interested in this. We've got a pretty strong technical feasibility in terms of our demo bot. As I said, it's a lightweight, low code, Node.js solution. What's missing? We need feasibility studies. We need domain-specific medical knowledge and secure solutions to ensure privacy. We have the platform built. It can be installed locally. Its core is open source. It speaks 104 languages. It's delivered on its own inexpensive hardware behind your firewall. You just plug it into your router and into your medical instruments that are measuring. The market in health is enormous in the EU, and if we just save a small amount of GDP, we have an amazing opportunity to save money for healthcare systems. There's 3,382 hospitals across Europe, which are potential clients. We want to make an ask as we work through this accelerator. We're an established platform. We've got the software ready to do this. We have a clinic available, and we have partners in medical instruments. And we're looking for $250K to do our initial clinical trials and a 1 million seed round. We're asking 4 to 12%. You can buy in. We've got a great team, psychologists, senior IT sales, policy, IT development that's been in medical, and digital transformation. We've got supporters all over Europe that have helped us. I mentioned Roche, but Savita and the European Commission. And we're just very grateful for the opportunity here today to speak to you about Ninjamoba and our IoT NLP solution.
Thank you very much, Brian. I remember you very well because you were one of the winners of the EU Hackathon. It was in a very special moment because we were in the middle of the COVID time. And the good thing is that you were thinking, rethinking, reimagining the business model, and now you are focusing in this health solution. Happy to help you and happy to go. Okay, good. Let's go to the next pitch, and let's go in this case to the next one. Hello.
Hi, good morning everyone. We're Jibu H2O, and we are transforming the experience of drinking water. That sounds good, but why do we need to do that? Let me begin by explaining with a short anecdote. You see, in our team, one of the things we pride ourselves with is our punctuality. However, in one of our very first team meetings, one of us arrived late. Very late. Okay, I admit, I was the one that arrived late. I arrived almost 20 minutes late. How embarrassing. But in those minutes of waiting for the bus, I was able to observe something. I saw a vending machine in which the star product was bottles of water. Curious. I shared this with the guys, and when we did some research, we discovered that 10 million plastic bottles enter the Spanish market each and every single day. It's a number that has only grown with this pandemic. It's brutal. Ironically, alternatives to drinking water do exist today. We have both public and private drinking fountains. However, the numbers show that they are simply no longer enough. This doesn't come as a surprise because we've all seen the publicity and the investment spent in improving the image of bottled water. Traditional alternatives simply cannot compete. That is why Jibu was born. We are the alternative to drinking water that is convenient, trustworthy, and above all, plastic-free. Through our intelligent refilling stations that are connected to the public water network and can be installed in both indoor and outdoor locations. Each fountain, each refilling station is equipped with water filters to improve the taste and quality, with sensors to allow for touchless activation, especially important in these times of COVID. And they all have a universal design that, hey, not only looks good, but also takes into account the ease of use of the fountain for all kinds of people. For example, kids or persons with reduced mobility. and additionally takes into account the use of all kinds of sizes of bottles or containers that they want to refill with. With our design, accessibility, and quality, Jibu will make the image of public water competitive again, thereby giving people a sustainable alternative that is intuitive and not a sacrifice. The market for refilling stations in Barcelona alone is huge. We have seen over 500,000 offices with their own spaces, of which 23,000 are either schools, universities, learning centers, or offices with more than 10 employees. And in fact, we can see the true scale of the opportunity if we go beyond Barcelona. If we look, cities all around the Mediterranean are suffering the same problems with their tap water. For example, cities in the rest of the coast of Spain, in Italy, or France, to name a few, consume millions of liters of bottled water annually. So, how do we enter this market? Our business model is pretty straightforward. We have two ways. The client can either buy a refilling station outright, or they can pay a monthly fee under contract. However, beyond the income model, Jibu aims to do so much more. At Jibu, we want to give our clients what we call a triple satisfaction. First, we give them the satisfaction of satiating their thirst. Second, the satisfaction of helping the environment. And third, the satisfaction of helping local economies by supporting our locally fabricated machines. So, we began a journey last year just as COVID struck. But with resilience, we were able to end that pandemic year, that tough year, raising our first triple F investment, which we then used to produce our first commercial versions of the machine. Today, we have 12 functioning machines in cities such as Barcelona and Valencia, and clients such as EAE and Aguas de Mataró. No? And the important part here is that together, or in collaboration with these clients and our almost 3,000 active users as of last month, we have been able to avoid almost 10,000 plastic bottles in this short time. Hey, it's a start. So, you heard me right. I said collaborations. More than just clients, we are looking for collaborators. We're looking for organizations that put sustainable politics at the core, of their business. One example is universities. And in fact, we're already beginning talks and we would love to install a pilot here in La Salle. But apart from that, we are also beginning talks with other big brands that we believe can help us move the needle in reducing plastic waste. We've proposed the refilling stations to Buenas Migas, to Decathlon, and to Kellogg's, for example. So, what comes next? The plan is also pretty straightforward. Ideally, like what we're doing right now, is building the network of drinking fountains. Once that is established, the idea is to connect them all in a form of IoT. And the idea would be to take advantage of the sensors built into each fountain to be able to collect data, among other things. For example, to allow people to geolocate or find the fountain nearest to them when they want to, when they're thirsty, to allow ayuntamientos to have a tracking of water consumption per barrio, and maybe to even be able to say how much plastic each barrio has contributed in saving. And, for example, finally, to have the measurement of water quality in real time. The idea is to bring all these fountains, both public and private, into the smart city aspirations of any ayuntamiento. To close this, I would like to introduce to you a bit of the team behind this initiative. My name is Miguel, I'm from the Philippines, and I'm in charge of finance. I'm joined by Juanco from Mexico, and he's in charge of design. Diego from Peru, in charge of commercial sales. And Liz from Guatemala, who's in charge of marketing. We are Jibu H2O, and together with you, we are transforming the experience of drinking water. Oh yeah, and this time we promise, we're not arriving late. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Thank you very much for this wonderful value proposition, because you're not only with the issue of water, it's very important, but also about the waste that we're generating with the plastic and this local economy. Congratulations, and let's go for the last presentation before the International Alliance and Common Goal Roundtable. Go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. I'm Rafael Romero, Head of Administration at Cosmos Engineering. The construction industry is having serious problems in terms of efficiency, with a negative productivity growth in the last decade. And that is due to the lack of digitalization. Only 7% of the Spanish construction companies are innovative. We have detected that knowing concrete strength is one of these inefficient problems. In the construction sector, the decision-making process has always been subjective and based on personal experience, often leading to critical errors and unnecessary elapsed time. Usually, in the construction site, and especially in any concrete process, after this material is poured, there is no information of its evolution, and we cannot know when the concrete reaches the required specifications. So next tasks cannot be planned in advance. Cosmos Engineering is born to address that necessity, proposing Cosmos, a concrete strength monitoring system. Our product is a set of internet-connected sensors that are placed on structural elements prior to pouring the concrete. The sensor transmits data through a transmission module connected to our cloud platform. Information so is processed real-time, and concrete strength is live streamed to the user through an easy-to-use application. The team that had made this possible are 4 engineers working on the hardware, software, and communications technology, 1 civil engineer, and 3 business persons. An international and a multidisciplinary team compromised to bring Cosmos to the market. People with experience creating startups, working in the construction industry, and leading big teams. Team capabilities are proven by the obtention of the SMA Instrument Phase 2 Seal of Excellence and the participation in Climate TGrowth Accelerator Stage 2. Our state-of-the-art technology that we propose brings in many benefits for the industry. First, reduce waiting times by knowing the exact timings to plan next pourings, up to a 20% reduction during the structure's execution. Thanks to that, construction companies reduce their indirect costs. Second, increase formwork removal safety, avoiding accidents by doing this action too early. Third, decrease site and construction carbon emissions, optimizing processes. We can achieve a 50 kilogram CO2 equivalent reduction per concrete cubic meter. And last, we can check also quality of concrete, helping to improve concrete mixtures and detect errors. Few competitors in a huge market, all of us are working as market creators. The majority of the competitors are actually offering Bluetooth solutions that force workers to be on site to extract the data. Compared to other solutions in the market, Cosmos follows the current regulations and good practice in the industry. Also offers an exact price for remote monitoring, gives future predictions on the maturing of the concrete, and last, has small hardware with a better battery life. Cosmos can be used in any place that has concrete. However, there is a clear relationship between the amount, the concrete, and the savings. So from 50,000 cubic meters of concrete, our customer ROI will be higher. Our TAM is 12 billion euros, according to the 4.4 billion tons of concrete produced each year. Our SAM is 200 million euros, being this the markets of Spain, Brazil, and Argentina. Our SOM is 3 million euros based on the 2% of the Spanish market. The Internet of Things industry is experiencing exponential growth. We believe that innovation is the key to lead the market, being always up to date and with cutting-edge technology. Our business model is oriented and focused on scalability. The software is offered as a service, with recurring monthly payments for every measurement performed. And the hardware part is sold at a one-time purchase price at the beginning of the contract. During these first years of Cosmos, the first customers have been acquired: 2 construction companies, Ecisa and Avintia, and 1 formwork company, Ulma, deploying Cosmos in 3 projects and invoicing 120,000 euros. The company vision is to progressively become the leading IoT player in the construction industry. First, with Cosmos and the concrete strength monitoring system. Later, with a remote degradation monitoring. And finally, with a full stack construction monitoring IoT platform. Welcome to the Construction 2.0. Welcome to Cosmos.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Very interesting, because all the startups that we were listening till now, they have a common element: technology, IoT as a tool for transforming business model, for developing new value propositions, but also all of them, they have the goal for global scalability. That is a wonderful message. and that you are in the path to growth, and I hope that you will be the next scale-ups of Europe. Let's go now for the next presentation. I understand that all the pitches were done, and we go to the round table. And for the round table, we're going to connect with America, with in this case of Brazil, with Asia, with TwoSpark in China, and also with the north of Europe from Estonia. The idea